What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. The only real answer is to become select. That's the only real answer. And I'm going to tell you what. Well, before I get into that, I had someone ask me about a car video yesterday. Car videos aren't every day, and I had to visit the eye doctor. I had stuff in my eye. I was driving back from the eye doctor like, it's a good thing the glasses, god damn, girl. It's a good thing the glasses I wear are progressive, and they had some shade in them, because I was just like, y'all ain't need a car video then. Y'all ain't need a car video. You know, the only thing y'all gonna get every day is like stuff couch in my home. Car video depending on what's going on. So please don't worry about it. And you know, I got a life outside of this. So anyway, becoming select. That's the only real answer to dealing with women. Because, well, first, one of the things, let me be clear. Anybody can become select. Anybody. Ain't because of your height, or, you know, how much money you got, your race, even your looks. Because I've said several times, it's more about your mindset. And if you were to check out the books I've written, I'm telling you how to. That's the main thing about my book, Nice Guys and Players. I'm telling you how to become select, no matter who you are. Because select, I'm going to tell you what select means. It means the women going to come to you more so than anything else. Yeah, I'll talk about approaching and all of that, but even then, even when you talk about approaching, usually the women, many women, if you select, they'll put themselves in a position for you to approach. They'll put it in there, because what select means is they choose. One of the things, I had a chapter in my book, Nice Guys and Players, is women choose the men. Now, I know some guys, you know, fight against that. Don't want to hear that. But pimps, players, MACKs, guys who do well with women know that. But see, you have to be the type of man that a woman wants to choose, that she wants to be with. Yeah, this is a weird turn right here. Anyway, right? You have to be that type of man, right? And that's really a mindset thing. That's a mindset thing. You know, even though there's a lot of talk about height and everything, I didn't talk about height in my book. And I'll joke around about height, but there's many select men who, you know, they ain't over 6 feet, but they got the right mindset. Because once you understand a basic thing, that women are always checking out men, that they always choosing one way or the other, instead of chasing them down, giving them the power, you realize that they need to be chasing you down. They need to be doing stuff. And they'll do that with select men. They'll do that with select men, but they ain't going to do that with all men. Because one thing with non-select men, well, one, they ain't getting chosen. And two, they'll chase a woman down who hasn't chosen them, putting themselves in really a bad position. And the thing is, man, what's the point? What's the point? Because if you got to chase a woman down, you can't convince a woman to like you. That's what it really come down to. You just got to be there, and she either like you or she don't. If she don't like you, yeah, you might think she fine, and, you know, you might be like, God damn, and all of that. But still, you have to go with, she still has to make a choice. Now, even in situations where you cold approach a woman, because some people have asked me about that. It was like, well, you say still approach. Yeah, but not approach. I say approach if it's a damn principle, right? And then all you really doing is giving a woman a chance to see you. That's all you really doing. You giving her a chance to see you. and chance to check her, all you doing is putting it there. And even then, if she's like yay or nay. If she's like nay, like whatever. See, one thing about the men who really get into women, like I said, they can be players, they can be MACKs, they can be pimps, whatever. They could just be a thorough dude. You know, they could be whatever. They realizing they got something that the woman wants. See, understand something about women. They want men. These women complaining about men. And see, even when they complaining, they only complaining about the select man. Because, let's be real, a woman can get a man. Let's just be real. A woman can get a man, regardless of what she look like. But, you know, the women, they want the select men. You know? They want the men who on top. And see, like I said, that's not always even about just the looks. See, some guys think it's about the looks and about the height, and that plays a part, but ultimately it's about the mindset. Damn. Man, there's been a lot of road kills lately. Anyway, it's about the mindset. You've got to change your mind. You can't be caught up. That's why, you know, I'll talk constantly about, you know, like a guy just really getting his mind right. Even when I talk about body game, that's still a mindset. You got to have a mindset to go up in the gym all the time. You got to have a mindset to really get your shit together. Because one thing I've consistently seen with non-select men, they don't have the right mind. Even when you have conversations with them and something, you know, it's like, oh, the women got all the power and everything. No, women, they got a little bit of power, but men really have the power. Even the select men really had the power, even when the woman's choosing them, because the man can choose them, can decide whether or not to choose them back. And he don't have to. He don't have to. And in fact, because of that, that's why some women, they'll treat one group of men like on some bullshit. You know, they won't do anything for them, talk down to them, won't walk sexy with them. But then with another group of men, they walking nice and sexy, got that like butt switching and everything, nice and slow, putting themselves in a position to be receptive. But you want to be that man. But see, like I said, that starts up here, and that could be any man. But see, one of the sad things that's happened out here is a lot of guys, they think, oh, well, you know, they could be 5'11". They think, I ain't 6 feet, I can't get a woman. Bullshit. I don't give a fuck what they say. Don't worry about what women say online, because women will say one thing, but then you see who they actually get with, and they'd be totally different, you know? Or drop dead handsome looking like a model or something. Well, most men out here don't look like models. And even your body type, you know? Because what I say about body game is about getting your best body. I've said a whole lot more, but on a basic thing, getting your best body. Women like different body types. And no man is going to be select to every woman, of course. But shit, you'll be select to more than enough if you just get your mind right and understand that. And see, one thing also with select men, they also realize there's an abundance of women. They ain't going to lose sleep over one, because they realize a few more are going to be there. A few more will always be there. There's always going to be a woman that's going to show some love. Always. If you select. And it's not always even about just getting sex. It's just about how women going to treat you too. Because there are some non-select men, they can get a woman. But those are the ones who are usually in sexless marriages. Those are the ones being used all the time. Those are the ones being friend zoned that in a popular way. Well, let me go off on a tangent a bit. Because I've said several times there ain't nothing wrong with having women friends. There ain't nothing wrong with it. As long as you put them in the friend zone. And even if they put you in the friend zone, figure out, okay, Well, what else? You don't have to agree to it. You know? In fact, you know what? I'm going to talk about more I'm going to focus just on that friend zone thing. A lot of guys miss out. Because you can't fuck every woman. You shouldn't even want it. Hell, your dick, you shouldn't even be physically attracted to every woman to want to stroke them. I'm going to hit the friend zone tomorrow. Give me some car video for y'all tomorrow, all right? I'm going to really hit that friend zone thing. Because there's so many angles to it. But getting back to just being select of what a man can do, he can build himself up. He can build himself up. Okay, hitting the body game, all right? Letting the barber bless you. Build up that attraction, right? You know, wear clothes that is going to catch the eye. First, you want to catch the eye. Yeah. And if you ain't 6 feet or something like that, well, you joining 86% of the male population on the planet, all right? And most of them are, well, I ain't going to say most of them. A lot of them are still getting women and they ain't over 6 feet. So don't let that hold you back. Because, see, let me just say this. One thing I've noticed with a lot of non-select men, they'll hold themselves back. It ain't the women. They hurting themselves. It ain't the women. You know, they'll let one or two women, like, reject them. It's like, oh, woe is me and all that. It's like, whatever. Learn from the rejection and shit. There's always going, I don't care, even if you select to a whole lot of women, there's always going to be somebody to hold you back or reject you. Don't hold yourself back. It's like, oh, she just didn't want you. Okay. Because part of being select is just knowing who you select to. That's the whole tribe thing. You know? Don't hold yourself back. You know, it's all, like I said, it's all upstairs. It's all in your mind. Don't let, like, if you ain't a certain height or you don't look like a certain other person, see, that's another thing, too. Why grown-ass men would want to, like, think they got to look like another man to get women. All you have to do is look like yourself and pay attention to the women that's going to like what you present. And here's an important thing with that, too. This is what you do. Because you don't know what a particular woman wants. So if you into whatever you into, that woman, you're going to be select to the women who like whatever you're presenting. And that's how you always want to be. That's how you always want to be. But see, it's very important to understand they are choosing. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just gotta be your best version and see who's choosing. That's it. Ain't no rocket science or anything like that. Or you can't go by what you think. Go by what you know. I use myself for an example. Rom reads comic books. I still go to a comic book store. In fact, met a young man, I think his name was Patrick. Give yourself a shout out. Met him at the comic book store. He said, oh yeah, I'm always checking you out, Uncle Rom. You know, at the comic book store. Now, somebody would say, now I've heard some women say, well, some women don't like comic books, whatever. But then I noticed one thing. Very attractive women, including the mother of my children, you know, my ex-wife, co-parent now, mother of my children, like comic books. Hey, you know, like science fiction, like all the shit I like. You know, I didn't change up because you heard some women that you don't know didn't like it. Because after, you know, regardless of you select or non-select, whatever you are, you gotta be like, you gotta have that main relationship with yourself. And let me talk about that too. Man, there's so much to talk about when you talk about select and non-select. Don't embrace that shit. And I've done videos talking about that. I've had people say, well, I'm non-select. The fuck, man? Nah, don't say that shit. Don't embrace it. Don't embrace it. Because you're already defeating yourself. You're already losing right there. You always want to embrace what you are at best. Right? You want to embrace being your best version of yourself. If you up there saying embracing being non-select, you automatically lose. You don't want to do that. You want to be your best. Now, as I said, is every woman going to like you? I don't care who you are. I don't care how handsome you are, how tall you are. Somebody ain't going to like you. You don't worry about it. You just be like, man, it is what it is. Because there's an abundance of women. And you going to tell me out of 4 billion women, you can't get like a few dozen, which is a lot, to really want you, to really embrace you? Shit. Nah. They there for you. But you have to be, you do have to have the mindset of, this is who I am. You're going to be your best. That's what I'm presenting. And as far as presenting, because some people will be like, well, I shouldn't present this or that. And it's like, hold up, stop. Damn, good. Cut off the head, but anyway. You wanna be just your best. Your best. So you want to get your best body, have a haircut that flatters you, wear clothes that like flatter you, everything. You know, that flatter you, and then you want your own signature style and everything. Because one thing I found with men who are select, they themselves, in fact, they not followers. That's one thing I gotta give to them. They ain't really followers or anything. In fact, a whole lot of them are they just in their own, they do their own thing. So, anyway. But it's all up here. I gotta get that mind right. Cool. Slide in here. You gotta get that mind right. And you'll find once you get your mind right, you'll attract the right women too. You see, that's another thing as well. So anyway, yeah, this wasn't a long one. Yeah, this wasn't a long one at all. And it didn't need to be. So, but yeah, if you want to be select, you just gotta get. Oh, okay. Always got some geese animals around this mind. But you gotta just get that mind right, you know? Don't worry about your physicality, you know? Don't think it's based on your physicality. Hey, if you tall, handsome, muscular, all that, yeah, you should be select. But then if you just give your best, you know, just fix yourself up. Because there's no reason a man should be jacked up. You let the barber bless you, hit the gym, fix your teeth. Sure, you got the physicality. Have that conversation with the woman. Get that conversation right. And then especially you get in the bedroom, knock her out. Shoot, have her hollering. Have her say her ABCs. Say, baby, say your ABCs. If she can get to Z without like moaning or something, then it's like, okay, say it in Spanish. Yeah. But just do your best and be your best. Be your best. Focus on being your best, and you're going to attract a woman. Because that's just a woman's nature. She looks for the best. And it's the best that fits into who she is. So, just keep going. All right? So, anyway, y'all. Yeah, I'm going here. I got to work out. I didn't work out yesterday because, like I said, I had that eye appointment. That done changed my whole schedule up yesterday. So, I got to catch up on stuff today. right. So anyway, I'll holler at y'all. Peace and blessings.